Good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to wrap up our series of A Quest for the Good Life and sort of put it all together. People have been asking, give us a tour. You know, obviously the times are tough for people to come visit. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of our technology center and really see how it would apply to services. So this is a little bit of a bonus episode about technology leveraged service models, and we're going to demonstrate it with a particular model called the Neighborhood Network, and that's combined with Ilink. This is a product of development of a collaboration between us and the University of Kansas, one that's been in play for probably 4 decades now, and with technology since the year 2000. You know, what we really realized in all of our prior episodes is traditional services just aren't the answer anymore. If we want significant change, we're going to have to do things differently. And the reality is technology has made so much more possible. But in order for us to get the benefits of what technology really has to offer, services have to be designed around what technology has made possible. So just bolting, as we've talked about, bolting services on traditional services and technology together doesn't really get you anywhere. You really need to redesign them. And today we're going to talk about, you know, an example of how we've done that within Good Life. And so we're going to take you a little bit on a tour today of the Neighborhood Network. And the Neighborhood Network is actually, it's an award-winning service model that's been in place for 5 or 6 years now. And in essence, it's a neighborhood support model that really uses technology. This year, we won the Anchor Moving Mountains Award, the 2020 Moving Mountains Award, which was an award. Actually, here it is. It's on my desk, and it's an award that's given out by the University of Minnesota and Anchor and the National Association of Direct Support Professionals, which is a great group of people that recognizes you know, something innovative and new that pushes things forward a little bit. So we're going to talk about that model and the advantage of the Neighborhood Network with Ilink, which is our technology, is it weaves support services organically into a well-selected neighborhood, and it provides scheduled and on-demand support 24/7 whenever it's needed. And it's a model that we created that is designed to cultivate independence and empowerment, and while still providing safety 24/7. And we hope that people see it as not only independent, but designed to be less intrusive than just constant presence of staffing just because. And we also have designed this model as a neighborhood support model, eventually designed to address all needs in the neighborhood, which would then remove the silos around specific disability-based approaches for care. So we're really excited about this model. We think it offers a lot. Basically, this model takes a well-selected neighborhood, and that means, you know, one that we've selected intentionally that has the elements of what you're looking for in a place to live. Ilink technologies that are embedded into the homes and in neighborhood and remote professional support. And those things combined together create the Neighborhood Network. And I really have to say the biggest advantage of the Neighborhood Network is Ilink technologies that really moves things forward. Ilink is combined by 4 elements, really. It starts with super smart homes. We embed technology into every home in a neighborhood. That includes home automations, sensors, advanced sensors, and other technologies that we've created or those that we've embedded into it that really make the home smart, and something that we could use and harness to provide support. The second thing is a neighborhood support hub. And we have a hub within a neighborhood that's designed where people, professional neighbors and others, would provide support to people in that neighborhood from that neighborhood virtually. And the really critical thing is it's provided to people by people they know well. which is a critical dimension in how we provide care. Remote care or virtual support provided by people that are familiar and trusted and known, the same people who also provide care in the home that take turns providing remote support, is really trusted. And you can do a lot with it. You can do a lot with remotely coaching somebody if you know them and you have a relationship with them. So that neighborhood remote support hub that you'll see is enormously important. And then across all of our neighborhoods, we provide a centralized support that we call the Applied Technology Center. And this center is a grouping of professional services, quality assurance services, people who provide professional night support, we call iCoaches, nurses and health professionals, behavioral professionals, service coordination, staff training, and support professionals are centralized in a remote support center called the Applied Technology Center, and they're providing support to all neighborhoods and all homes within neighborhoods, both to the direct support staff and to people that we actually support. So it's interesting that the technology is embedded in the homes, but what we do is we connect local support, familiar neighborhood support to the homes, and also professional support to the neighborhoods in a way that really makes sense. So what I want to do is to show you a little bit first a virtual tour of the Applied Technology Center, which is a centralized professional support that's provided to all of the neighborhoods and all of the homes. And then we're going to go a little bit deeper and look at, okay, now let's look at the kind of support that Ilink provides within the neighborhood to the home. So let's first start out with the Applied Technology Center.
Welcome to Ilink. In Ilink, we have iCoaches who are here 24/7, monitoring all 74 of Good Life Innovations programs. We monitor 4 day services, 1 Montessori school, and 69 home properties or residents. We do this through cameras in the homes in all common areas, living rooms, kitchens, dining rooms, and outdoors. In addition, we also have intercoms that iCoaches can call into the homes at any time, or the home can call us if they need assistance or emergencies. Ilink is able to provide support to staff through direct communication or deploy staff if the staff is needed on site. In addition to the cameras and intercoms, we also have a software called Ilink Assist, which uses logic statements to process all door alarms, window alarms, stove alerts, shower sensors, and any other technology that we have in the homes. These logic statements are based off the need of the consumer and are specialized for each home. In addition, we use community support help buttons. So anywhere a consumer is, they can hit a help button and Ilink will know the location and can deploy a staff to them. We use community supports in the vans through the use of GPS that can be tracked, and in addition, motion sensors and contact sensors at the feet to ensure that a driver is in the car when consumers are in the car.
This is one of our micro clinics. We have these strategically placed in each neighborhood network. This allows clients in the neighborhood to come to a localized clinic setting to have access to a provider, could be a nurse, a doctor, or case management, where they are able to come with their professional neighbor. They have a one-click startup to be connected with the nurse. We are able to go beyond just the traditional video conference to actually using integrated tools such as otoscopes, dermoscopes, stethoscopes to actually send real-time data to the provider on the other end. So this is one of our integrated tools. It can be an otoscope for looking in ears, as well as nose or mouth, as well as a dermoscope to be able to look at skin or wounds that a provider might want to manage. Our provider on the other end is able to receive that data real time for evaluation and assessment. This is the Ilink remote nursing pod. It's been incredibly helpful to the nursing department. We are able to remotely view into each of our homes where we have cameras in medication rooms as well as care areas. We are able to observe med passes and coach our staff on any medical procedures or questions they have about medical conditions or medications.
This is Sarah Ortiz, the Vacancy Coordinator for Good Life Innovations. She's been here for more than 20 years. She does staffing in the homes as well as uses our remote monitoring technology to monitor sub-orientations and shadow training to ensure quality training. In addition, she is able to look in for any staffing issues and solve those quickly through video observations.
As you can see, the professional supports are provided to all the neighborhoods. But now, what I want to do is take you a little deeper and show you an actual neighborhood and how supports are provided within the context of that neighborhood. And we have a video for that. But basically, the supports are coordinated by a support hub, which includes Ilink and a monitoring and support module in that support hub. It's an apartment where people actually support all the individual homes in that neighborhood. And so you'll see professional neighbors in this support hub supporting these homes remotely, but also there's professional neighbors and other staff who are being deployed and moving across the homes and working with people. The technology basically helps extend those staff and make sure that they know where they need to be. But just as importantly, you'll see that many men and women who are being supported really just needs a little bit of help sometimes. And if the person remotely helping them is familiar to them and have relationships with them, then remote support is really all they need. The idea is to provide them remote support and coaching because that's more independent, right? And then if they need more, then give them more, which could include in-home support, or it could include small little classes in the remote support apartment and a variety of other things. But the overriding goal is to shape and teach people to be independent and self-direct support. We really want to teach people, to ask for the support that they need, not just receive it non-contingently, if that makes sense. So with that being said, what I'd like to do is kind of zoom in and show you a little bit of a virtual tour by Mindy of our neighborhood network. So enjoy.
Hi, welcome to Good Life. I'm Mindy Fry and I'm the site director here at Neighborhood Network. Why don't you come on in for a tour? Technology is a key function for Neighborhood Network to succeed. We really want to help be independent and inspire privacy, but we also want to encourage safety. Some of the key features here at Neighborhood Network is a camera that has a 360 zoom. So we are able to watch our residents, and if there was a crisis, we would be able to deploy a staff member if there was an urgency. But also on the flip side, if somebody just needed help to open some biscuits, we are able to say, hey, you need to bang the biscuits on the counter and then you can cook them. So it's beautiful because they're able to have that independence if they need it, but they're also able to have us be there right on site if they need us to be there.
Ilink, this is Jamie.
Hey Jamie, can you send someone over to change a light bulb?
Sure, I can. I'll send someone right over, Amanda. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Wade.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, do you think that you could head over to Amanda's to help her change a light bulb?
Yeah, on my way.
Great, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Come in, Wayne.
Amanda. Here to fix your light bulb.
Let's fix this one.
Is this one right here?
Sometimes cooking is not our residents' strongest strengths. So how can we help them be independent with that skill? Good Life has helped these residents with that by having a stove monitor. So we have a sensor that tells when the stove is turned on, when the stove is too hot, and if the stove has been on for too long. We then have a button at our office that can turn the stove off. So let's say a resident left and forgot to turn their stove off. We are able to help with that feature with the sensors. Another key element is we have sensors in the bathroom. Let me make clear, they are not cameras, it is a sensor. It tells you when the resident goes into the bathroom and when the resident is in there too long. So it will cue us to, hey, let's go check on them, and hopefully we're trying to prevent a fall or whatnot, or just to check in and make sure they're okay. This technology is very useful for staff to clock in and out of our homes. Every apartment here at Neighborhood Network has this technology set up. Not only is it helpful for staff, but if a guardian had a question of who was at the apartment at what time, we are able to track that information with this technology. So here is an example of clocking out, and it is that simple. Lastly, one of the amazing features we have is a door alarm. So we're able to know when our residents go or when they come back from wherever it was that they were. So we have a lot of safety features, and technology is what helps us function here for our guys to be as independent as possible.
Ilink Assist really is layered on top of everything, and it's the glue that connects all the smart technology to the local hubs and to the professional monitoring center. And it's got designs within it to filter out unnecessary intrusions. And the idea behind it is that, you know, we don't need to be virtually in somebody's home all the time. We need to be there when they need us there. Now, that could be at night, let's say, where somebody gets out of their bed and they go into the bathroom and they don't return to their bed in a certain period of time. Well, you know, maybe we should check on them. Maybe that's an important thing to do. Or that they're in the kitchen and cooking, and all of a sudden they leave and walk out the door, but they forget to turn the stove off. I think Mindy mentioned, you know, that in her tour. You know, software is designed to filter out needs where we don't need to support people and notice times in which we do.
This is Jordan. Jordan is a professional neighbor here at Douglas County Neighborhood Network. He's a live-in and lives on site. Jordan has been with Good Life for about 8 years. Jordan, what are some things that you appreciate about working here at Neighborhood Network?
It's really just working with the individuals, working with them with their programs, their VSPs, and helping them grow. And getting to be a part of that is why I'm still here, and I really enjoy it.
My name's Joe Hess. I'm one of the residents over here at Neighborhood Network. Something I just want to talk about today is about the Neighborhood Network and how independent I am by just living here. This is one of the greatest programs that I've ever lived in. The great thing about this program is the staff. You know, they're all here for us. They're going to teach us to get where we want to be in life. My goal is to make money, you know, budgeting, you know, having a car. Just being that independent, and you know, when I have questions, this is the people that I can go to. But the most thing that I just love is everyone's just caring. You know, they're here for us whenever you need it. We're problem solving when we have a bad day. You know, I'm glad and positive. I'm blessed that, you know, I wake up every morning just knowing that I'm here around here. I can wake up to my roommate, have fun. I can go to the indoor office. Say hi to everybody, you know, goof around, be like, hey, what's up, Mindy? Hey, Jamie. Just knowing that this is like my #1 family. And that's the great thing about this program. They provide that service to help you be where you need to be, problem solve, basically teach you to figure things out on your own. There's a lot of things that I didn't know, and now I'm just using it back to what they've taught me. So like budgeting, I know how to budget. Paying gas, paying bills, like I know how to start doing that just by them teaching me that. Another thing is too, guys, that I love about this program, Ilink, the technology where, you know, when I'm heading to work, you know, when I'm going to go out with something to eat, it's just a quick little button, and there's always going to be somebody on the other side answering back to me. And, you know, I know who the voice is, you can tell who the voice is, it's one of the staff. So basically, when you guys need something, you're not feeling good, I always push that button, you know, to let them know, hey guys, I need something, hey, I need some help cleaning, and that voice will just come back to me right then and there, and, you know, obviously give me the answers that I need.
Ilink, this is Jordan.
Hey Jordan, I'm about to head to work.
Okay, thanks Joe. What time do you work till?
About 11 a.m. to 10 at night.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll see you at 10. I hope you have a good day.
You too, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks, guys.
Now that you've kind of seen the micro component of this is of services in the neighborhood, and then you've seen our Applied Technology Center, which goes across neighborhoods, the one thing you really have to understand is that we're in a new age, and data security and how we protect people's privacy, and specifically with data, are incredibly important. Our software, which is super smart, is housed in the Amazon cloud. It also is designed to do things automatically in terms of how, when we need to communicate and ask staff to come, how it alerts them and sends texts or other things so that they immediately get notified. And when they see it, they may accept that responsibility, and that notifies everybody else that they've taken that duty to help that person on, so we don't worry that somebody didn't get the message. Software is incredibly important to take a neighborhood support and the needs of a neighborhood and connect it and make sure that everything's super coordinated in that, and so that there's no gaps so that people don't get left out or a need doesn't get addressed. So the software is important, but all that works because it goes, alerts from the homes go to the internet, and then they go to a cloud where the softwares and even video feeds are going to secure storage, and that's why all of the privacy issues are really important, and it's really important that the data security is taken very seriously. So we use a very highly secure data center that's designed by others for this very specific purpose for protecting bank data and hospital data and other data, so that those things are secure, or into the Amazon cloud, which is renowned for its security. What's behind Ilink is every bit as important as what you see, because what's behind it is protecting us from all kinds of challenges and problems that most providers, for example, won't want to try to figure out. So that's why we have partners that handle that component of Ilink. In a nutshell, that's the neighborhood network with Ilink and our virtual tour of some of the technology offerings that we have to show you how we use technology to deliver care. So we're excited to show it to you, but actually, to be honest with you, I'll be really excited when you guys can come and visit us, and we're not through all of the COVID restrictions, and you guys can, actually come and see for yourselves, what life can be like with a great model that uses technology to make lives better. Well, for all of you that have joined me for this journey, this quest over the last, 9 episodes, thank you. And I love the questions, and I love all of the people who I think have joined us on this journey. But I guess I got news for you. This segment of the quest is over, but the journey never ends. And so this year, we're now starting off on a new series that's called Good Life U. And really, this effort is going to be all about how we improve the stability of care, staffing, how do you create these win-win relationships for helping people with intellectual disabilities, but also improving the lives of those people, those direct support staff who make that possible. In my opinion, you can never improve the life of anybody without help. And in order to get the help that you need to improve their lives too. And so this next journey by Good Life U is going to be about how you improve people's lives and the lives of those that make that possible.